Sports Network here live at Penn Trafford in Westmoreland County. We have a great matchup in the 5A conference between the Penn Trafford Warriors and the Woodland Hills Wolverines. And this is a great game, a great matchup, and the head coach for the Penn Trafford Warriors is John Wayne, who is a great coach in his own right. And he come from great tradition. He was coaching up under Terry Smith up there in Gateway, and he came down and got this job. He's in his 10th year, and he's only had one losing season here at Penn Trafford. And so the other coach is Tim Boster for the Woodland Hills Wolverines. He comes in under a great coach up under his own self, the great legend that we all know about, Coach George Novak at the Woodland Hills Wolverines. The beginning existence of the school district, he was the head coach. Tim comes in, this is his third year, and last year for the first time in a while, the Woodland Hills Wolverines did not make the playoffs, but they bounced back. They're 3-0, so we're looking for a great matchup here tonight. Friday Night Lights. I'm Sam Timmons with my co-host Craig, the CT Express Thomas, Sweet Feet, a.k.a. the legend around these parts. And so, Craig Thomas, we're looking for a great game here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Great to be out here Friday night under the lights here at Penn Trafford. Beautiful stadium, beautiful facility. You should be excited to be here with us. This should be a great 5A District 7 matchup. Woodland Hills is leading this series right now, 4-3. They met 7 times in the past. So this can either push Woodland Hills' lead up or tie the all-time series. But this should be an excellent, high-scoring matchup. Both of these are powerhouse teams, great offenses, great defenses. So we're looking forward to a great matchup this evening. Thank you for joining us.
This is going to be a stiff test for the Woodland Hills Wolverines. You know, playing the Penn Trafford and the Penn Trafford Warriors. They're a disciplined team, and they don't make many mistakes on the field, and they come well coached. So this would be also a test for Penn Trafford too, to face some athletes in the Woodland Hills Wolverines. And everything starts at Woodland Hills with the quarterback, number 6, Deontay Williams.
Right, absolutely. So players to watch, we have Deontay Williams for Woodland Hills, Tariq Scipio, Armani Bailey, Eshawn Carter, and also Eris Siebels and Taylon Brooks. Then for Penn Trafford, we have their quarterback, Ethan Carr.
We have the quarterback, Ethan Carr.
Yeah.
And we have number 4, Chase Vicchio, number 5, Cade Yakameli, number 6, Mason Fry. And we have but everything works through Ethan Carr. Everything starts with him with the offense.
Yeah, he's a great young man. He's already signed with Villanova. He's headed to Villanova to play receiver. So he'll be tested tonight at quarterback. But nonetheless, he's a great young man. Right now, we're going to pause because they're playing the national anthem. We're sorry about that. One pause.
So we're about to start this matchup here at Penn Trafford in the Warrior Stadium. And as I look down on the roster, I believe I see that Woodland Hills may have a kicker tonight.
Yeah, I've been hearing grumblings that there was 2 people on the team, but they're not on the actual roster right now. One is a young lady, and the other one, we have not found out that information yet, but we will get that information to you as soon as we find out.
That's great to hear, because as you go further on in the playoffs, or down the season, you want to be able to put some points on the board with the kicking game too as well. So we're excited here tonight here in Western Pennsylvania under the Friday Night Lights. Again, as my co-host said, a beautiful stadium here at Penn Trafford. As we see the players coming out now, we're about to kick off with a great matchup here in Westmoreland County, not that far from down the road.
So we're going to go to our TNT, Keys to Success. First of all, I'd like to welcome my co-host back. You've been gone a couple weeks. Thank you. I'm glad to see you back. Also, happy birthday to you, sir. You just celebrated your birthday. But our TNT Keys to Success for Woodland Hills is going to be kicking game, very important to do well in the kicking game. Contain Mr. Carr and no splash plays. Make sure they apply pressure to Mr. Carr often and ongoing all night long. play disciplined football, mistake-free, and the defense is going to have to come up with some scoring because, as I stated before, Penn Trafford has a great defense. So on the Penn Trafford side,
keys to the game is to contain Williams, no turnovers, and low penalties, and to make big plays themselves for Penn Trafford. They are to make big plays, and to be energy and to be injury free too as well. So the Stevie Briston Foundation wants to wish.
Allegheny's best. HVAC. Are you prepared for the cold seat this season? Have you had your furnace or system checked? Can your furnace handle another winter? Then you want to call Allegheny's Best to come out to your home and service your home needs. They do air purification system repairs and replacements and safety checks. Have Allegheny's Best, a fully insured and bonded company, pull up to your home by calling 412-295-0207 and ask for Anthony and use the promo code Roxamore Sports to receive a special discount on your service. All right, we're just about set for kickoff here. We're going to take a short break to thank our sponsors, and we'll be right back with kickoff here shortly.
Let me help you with your vision, they losing their sight here. Time to send the world a message they might hear. Like Meek Mills, I'm making it quite clear. I'm chasing my dreams and fighting my nightmares. I'm going real hard, I'm talking words you understand, I'm talking real bars. I'm going everywhere, you know I'm talking real far. Yeah, it's time to raise a toast to this thing that I love the most. As I go from coast to coast, I'm talking north side, I'm talking south side, I'm talking east side, I'm talking west side. I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide. Yeah, it's time to let you know how I spit it when I flow. When I go and light a fuse and I set to let it blow. I'm talking worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide. Yeah, time to check my status and the GOAT is what it be. And you know I'm over 30, so my level is a G. And I may be from the hood, but I'm way beyond these streets. And my pockets hate a diet, so they always down to eat. Even though they screaming fame, and it's always spelling me. And I'll never hang it up till my mission is complete. And I'm looking at you haters, I suggest you take a seat. Cause it's all funny game to a killer show his teeth. This is for them cats that be screaming homies. Claiming that you're real, but we know you're phony. Now I'm chilling with my sons, they my one and only. Like the Triller Brothers, yeah, we screaming lions only. Step into this den, I welcome all who will dare. Never met a David, tell me whom shall I fear? Gotta rep the nation, black and gold is what I wear. If you look to your left, to your right, I'm everywhere. I'm talking worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide. Yeah.
This is Roxamore Sports, just ending our pregame show. We're about to be here live, about to see the kickoff between the Woodland Hills Wolverines and the Penn Trafford Warriors, where Woodland Hills leads the series 4-3. But the last time Woodland Hills got a win was in 2005. The last two times the Warriors have defeated Woodland Hills handily, 35-7, and I believe 34-6. The last two times these two teams played. And so now, but these two teams are now in the Big East Conference, so they're back to being rivals again, and I'm looking for a fierce competition tonight and up and coming years. I'm Sam the Man Timmons with my co-host Craig, the CT Express Thomas. And again, Friday Night Lights, Roxamore Sports live at Warrior Stadium between Penn Trafford Warriors and the Woodland Hills Wolverines. And the Warriors will receive the kick. Craig Thomas, we're looking for a great game here tonight.
Yeah, great game. And like you said, they're in the same conference, the Big East Conference. Both of them come in undefeated in conference play. Woodland Hills comes in 3-0 as they defeated Connellsville, Penn Hills, and North Hills handily on each game. And then Penn Trafford comes in with a win against Latrobe and Shaler and a loss against Peters Township. So we're set for kickoff, and the kick is off, and it's a squib kick. And it's fielded at about the 30-yard line, and it's taken up the middle, up across the 40, and the Warriors will be in business.
The Warriors sets up right across the 40 as you spoke about. So it's interesting to see how Woodland Hills will come out against this vaunted Warrior offense that they've been running, a high-scoring offense. They lost a close one to to Peters Township, but it looked like they should have got the win in that. They could have got the win in that game.
Absolutely. Peters Township they got 7 turnovers. 2 of them were pick sixes, and the final score was 24-21. So that was a winnable game for them. Nonetheless, it looks like a little screen pass over the left side to Ford. Gained about a yard. So you can look for Mr. Carr Ethan Carr. He's a great athlete, quarterback. He played receiver in the past, but you can look for him to make some big plays with his feet as well.
That was a nice, great defensive play by the Woodland Hills Wolverines as the defender came up and made the stop for a short gain. It looked like it could have went for more yardage, but he played disciplined football. This makes it 2nd and 8 for Penn Trafford Warriors.
Shotgun formation, 4 wides, handoff over the right side, and the Wolverines are ready on defense.
That's number 52, stepping on hard for the Woodland Hills Wolverines, making an impact on the other side of the ball. Savon Givner, a senior, 6'1", 268 pounds, comes across the line and established the line of scrimmage 3 yards back in the backfield. We call that blowing things up.
That was a great play by that young man. So it looks like the Wolverines defense come out ready to play defense. They have to play every play because this offensive team they're playing against is pretty good. They come out with 4 wides to the left, and it looks like Carr out of the gun. He throws the ball, and the ball is short. Looks like he's going to be just short for the first down.
Yes, he didn't get the line to gain. It looked like it might be 4th and 1. The Woodland Hills player put his hands on him as he was down, so that makes it 4th and a long yard. It's interesting to see what Ruane is going to call. Is he going to come out and play ball because he's on the Woodland Hills side of the 50, and I believe the punt team is not coming out. So this is the first test for the defense of Woodland Hills Wolverines.
So they're going to have to be disciplined here and be ready for Penn Trafford to try to draw them off sides. But they're set for play here. 4th down and a long one. And the ball is taken off the right side. Carr picks up the first down with his legs once again.
That was a nice call. As we spoke about, everything works through Carr. He gets it, and he just, it wasn't no play action. Just get the ball and run off. He darts over the right side, But the defender in there is make the play, but not before he makes the line again.
So we're looking at 2 great teams here tonight. Both of these teams are averaging over 40 points a game. Woodland Hills at 40 points exactly, and Penn Trafford at 42 a game. Both defenses are great and very stout as well. Carr rolls out, and he throws one in the dirt, intended for Vecchio.
Carr was under heavy pressure as he rolls out. It was a design rollout to the right, trying to find somebody, but he was under heavy pressure by the Woodland Hills Wolverines. But he gets rid of the ball, but it falls short. Makes it 2nd and 10.
So as I said, both defenses are great. Woodland Hills defense right now is giving up 12.3 points per game, and Penn Trafford is giving up 11.3 points per game. So both of these defenses have exhibited their ability to shut teams out. So
Woodland Hills is coming out and one defense and switching to another real quickly at the line.
Great pass to the right flat. great catch by Vecchio. Dangerous throw by Carr. He's been picked before. He's had a couple pick sixes against Peters Township. He gave up 2. That pass was nearly picked off and gone the other way.
And Amani Bailey was a defender who was there. If the pass would have been just a little bit where it's supposed to be, Amani Bailey might be running the other way on a pick 6. But he was a defender, and he touched him as the guy was down. So that makes it 3rd and 4 for the Warriors.
So they come out and they shift left, shotgun formation, 3 wide receiver set, and it's a design run. Carr goes off the left side, and he's taken down for a short gain.
That's number 4, Amani Bailey for the Woodland Hills Wolverines on our play. Woodland Hills, it looks like they're being very stout up front. It looks like right now, and playing some good defense. They come out of the 4-4, then they switch into the 5-2 every time. They're seeing something where they're switching over there. So again, it's another 4th down, and so let's see what Woodland Hills have to do. 4th and 2. See if they can stand up on defense and get turnover on downs.
Yeah. So once again, this is another long yard for the Warriors to try to pick up here. So they come out in a 3 wide receiver set, motion from the left. Carr is back in the shotgun. It looks like a design run for the young man. And it's going to be an offsides against the Warriors. So that's going to back him up 5 yards. But I'm sure Coach Rain will still keep his offense on the field as he, often likes to gamble and go for it.
And so on the defensive side of the ball for the Woodland Hills Wolverines, that they were disciplined and didn't move and stayed home. Oftentimes you try to get the defender to go off sides, and then you get the first down that way. But they didn't do that. So Woodland Hills stayed home. So again, like you said, he kept the offense on the field.
So that goes back to the TNT keys to success for the Wolverines to play disciplined football, mistake-free. So far, they're doing very well. So it comes out in a 4 wide receiver set to the right side. Quarterback Carr back, rolls right. He's up the middle. He takes off, and he picks up the first down. He runs through a couple defenders, and it's the first down.
That's Ethan Carr running hard, and he broke a couple tackles. He's bending over right now. He might be a little bit hurt, a little bit gimpy, but he breaks a few tackles, shows the toughness. A couple Woodland Hills defenders had him in the grass, broke through that, and got the line of game, plus a little bit more. 1st and 10 for the Penn Trafford Warriors.
So it looks like they come out with number 8 back at quarterback, Green Carter.
That's because Ethan Carr went out hurt. We believe he went out a little gimpy, so they put in.
So we have an illegal procedure against the Warriors, going to back them up 5 yards, make it a 1st down and 15 to go. First quarter, 6 minutes and 51 seconds left here at Warrior Stadium. Penn Trafford
are on the move. They've kept this drive alive on two 4th down plays.
Yes, Ethan Carr being a big man on campus here, keeping the drive alive for itself. Looks like we have a direct snap to Yakamele out of the pistol. Takes it off the left side, and he gains about 4, maybe looks like he gains about 6. So that's going to bring up a 2nd down and 9 yards to go.
Yes, Woodland Hills has to recognize that Ethan Carr is out the game, and then they're subbing in. And now Ethan Carr comes in. But Woodland Hills had to recognize that a few offensive plays before that and have to play defense accordingly.
Absolutely. I'm sure if Yakamele is back at in the pistol, he's probably not going to throw a pass most of the time. So we have split 2 receivers, motion left, fakes it on a crossbuck, sweep, and he throws the ball, has a wide open receiver, overthrows him just out of reach for number 18, Cole Dara.
And then there on the defense was number 2, Tariq Scipio. He has to pay attention to that. To that cross action, the way they ran and run the receiver up this way, and he cut across the field, ran him underneath. It wasn't close to what we call it a mesh route or a rub route, but it is confusing. So if you're playing zone, you got to realize who's coming in your zone.
Absolutely. So that brings up a 3rd down and a short 9 or a long 8. The Warriors come out in a 3 wide receiver set. And looks like Coach John Roween takes the timeout.
Takes the timeout, and if you see the defense that Woodland Hills is running right now, nobody has their hand down. They're running to the line of scrimmage, trying to get them to jump, trying to get them to move, but nobody has their hand down. They're all standing up.
So they're going to have to make sure they keep pressure on Ethan Carr. They're going to have to make sure they keep pressure on Ethan Carr during this game. As we said, that's important to, you know.
So we're back to live action here. Penn Trafford takes a 3rd and 7. Woodland Hills defense without a hand down are trying to pressure Ethan Carr.
And he rolls out to the right. He eludes a couple players. He throws the ball, lofts it deep. Dangerous one as Woodland Hills Wolverines defense were back there.
Yes, Woodland Hills Wolverines defense was back there. That was Gavin Yarborough, who almost had a pick. But he had a defender. he had an offensive player in his face. Couldn't quite get his hands on the ball, but it was almost a pick. This makes it 4th and 9 for the Penn Trafford Warriors.
Get your mic. Hit the button. What's the problem? Everything all right? I don't have soap pit on there?
It's my bad. Yeah, that's why we was looking for it. I'm like, I don't see it. Yeah.
I'm sorry. So it's 4th and 9 again here. This is the 3rd time John Ruane has went for it on 4th down at the Penn Trafford Stadium. Ethan Carr tried to throw a pass, falls incomplete.
Make some noise. You know, our partners at the show, because we're not actually partners with Roxamore Sports. You know what I'm saying?
So it's turnover on downs as Woodland Hills has it 1st and 10.
So that was a good drive. Took up a great part of the first quarter for the Warriors, but it did not pay off. So coming out on offense, Deontay Williams, quarterback for Woodland Hills, hands the ball off up the middle, and he has running room. Eris Siebels on the carry, one of the great running backs for the Woodland Hills.
Penn Trafford comes out in a 5-2 stout defense, and Eric Siebels just darted over the guard, over the left guard, but that makes it 2nd and 3 for the Woodland Hills Wolverines.
So Deontay Williams is back, shotgun formation, flanked to his left, Siebels, 4 wide receiver set. He looks, has wide open, dumps the ball off. Looks like he dumps the ball off to number 1. That was number 4, Armani Bailey.
In there on the tackle was number 4, Chase Vicchio for Penn Trafford, playing on both sides of the ball. He's a big-time receiver, also playing DB on the other side of the ball for the Penn Trafford.
So for the Wolverines, they come out into this game, a high-powered offense as well, scoring over 40 points a game. Quarterback Deontay Williams hands the ball off over the right side, not a lot of running room. Good second effort, picks up about 4 yards on the play, bring up about a 2nd down and 6.
And he's tackled by a host of Penn Trafford Warriors in there on the play, and it was they read it with the RPO that Deontay gave it to the running back, and they were right there with a host of Penn Trafford Warriors on the tackle.
So that brings up 2nd down here, shotgun formation, 4 wide receiver set, jet sweep, and it looks like he reverses field and runs back up into a crowd.
That was Armani Bailey trying to run a jet sweep, but he decided to cut it up inside. But it was a host of Penn Trafford Warriors reading the jet sweep. He cut it up inside. He cut it up right into the pursuit, and he met a lot of defenders So that was a loss on the play. That makes it 3rd and 7 now for Woodland Hills Wolverines.
So from watching the previous games of the Warriors, they have some vulnerability on the edges. So if the Woodland Hills Wolverines can get to the edges and get around, they can make some big plays. So they're out shotgun formation. Deontay rolls to his right, and he looks for a receiver, and he throws the ball, and it's great catch. Great throw and great catch by number 3, Eshawn Carter. Great pitch and catch there.
That was Cade Yakameli in there for the Warriors, for the Warriors. The Warriors was in hot pursuit, but Deontay Williams pulled out, running left through the ball with his right, found a receiver downfield. What a throw! It's hard to make that throw in high school football, but that makes it 1st and 10 for the Woodland Hills Wolverines, deep in Penn Trafford Warrior territory.
So this is a different team. Wolverines come out this year 3-0. Showing some great cohesion right now, although they didn't have a lot of practice time. And the ball is loose. And we're not sure who has it. Siebel's up the middle, and he fumbles the ball, turns it over.
We have our first turnover on the play as the Warrior pokes the ball out as Eris Siebels is running, finding his way over left guard, gets tackled, punched the ball out, fumble recovered by the Warriors. That's our first turnover of the game tonight.
That could loom big. Most of the time, the team that wins the turnover battle usually wins the game, but he was running through a big hole there, and it didn't look like he ever really secured the ball to begin with. So looks like the Warriors come out, 3-wide receiver set, hand the ball off over the left side, breaks a couple tackles. Cade Yakameli on the carry. Looks like he moved the chains there.
Yeah, and if it wasn't for Gavin Yarborough for Woodland Hills with the shoestring tackle, he might be still running. He might have found pay dirt.
So far, with 2 minutes and 57 seconds left here at Warrior Stadium, we have a 0-0 game. Both of these teams come in with high-powered offenses, but it looks like right now the defenses are prevailing.
Yes, we're seeing some great defenders out here, some great plays.
1st and 10 for Penn Trafford. Hands the ball off to Yakameli over the right side, and he's carrying Wolverines close to another first down.
That was Yakameli on the carry for the Wolverines, number 26 on the, for Penn Trafford, number 26 on the tackle, Gene Edmondson for the Woodland Hills Wolverines, but not before he gains big yardage all the way up, almost to the line of gain. That makes it 2nd and 1 for the Penn Trafford Warriors.
So PT breaks the huddle here. Looks like they have 3 wide receivers, shotgun formation. Ball on the 46-yard line. Motion from the left. Hands the ball off over the left side. And it looks like a first down for Cade Yakameli. He is a feature back this year as a... Looks like he's down. Looks like we have a player down on the field right now. But
that's Yakameli, the player who we just spoke about, is running real hard. He just got the first down, but he looks like he's a little bit gimpy. He might be winded. Might have got hit in the stomach area. He slumped over. We hope the young man is okay. In there on the tackle for the Woodland Hills Wolverines was number 50. That was number 50, Julian Jeffries, and number 6, Deontay Williams.
Well, we'd like to thank Senator Jay Costa for being a Democratic leader in the 46th district and being a sponsor of the Woodland Hills Wolverines. Thank you, State Senator Jay Costa.
And that's Cade Yakameli who was up. The crowd is for him. It's great to see that young man walk off the field. So we're back to live action as Penn Trafford comes over the ball.
Hopefully, Mr. Yakameli will be back in the game. Hopefully, he just fell on the football. It's a little winded. So come out, Penn Trafford, pistol formation, 2 wide receiver set, hand the ball off over the right side, has a lot of yards, and he rumbles down inside the 40 to about the 34-yard line. That was number 9, Ian DeMary there for Penn Trafford. Great play, great run.
Burst it over the right side and found some running room.
So we back to live play. Hand off over the left side. He bounced off a couple players, and he's taken down for a short gain. And the ball comes out. I think the play was called dead. The officials called the play dead.
Yes, that was a great defense by Woodland Hills Wolverines coming up as number 9 is running hard. He comes in the game for Kay Yakimelli, number 5. But he has a little bit of spunk about him the way he's running. But that time the defense got him, and they tackled him and thought the ball came loose, but he was down.
So with about 34 seconds left here in the first quarter, we have a 0-0 score, Penn Trafford versus Woodland Hills. And we have an option going to the right with Yakimelli back in the game, and a nice gainer just short of the first down, down at about the 25-yard line for Penn Trafford.
He came out with the option play. That was nice. Flipped the ball up. Almost got the first down in there on the play. Was Tariq Scipio in there on the tackle with a couple hosts of other players as well. So this is the end of the first quarter here at Warrior Stadium in Westmoreland County with Penn Trafford 0, Woodland Hills 0. We have a great defensive matchup. And this is Roxamore Sport. I'm Sam Timmers with my co-host Craig Thomas, and we'll be right back. As we come back to live action at the beginning of the second quarter, Woodland Hills just scored. I believe that's Ethan Carr takes it in for the touchdown with 11:50 left. This is Roxamore Sports here live at Penn Trafford, Warrior Stadium in Penn Trafford. Just stroked first blood. I'm Sam Timmons with my co-host Craig Thomas, and we're looking for a great game here tonight.
Yeah, it looks like Ethan Carr went over the right side. It looked like he may have stepped out of bounds just before reaching Pater, so that's going to put him first and goal for the Warriors from about the 2-yard line here. Here early in the second quarter, here at Warrior Stadium, homecoming night. Shotgun formation, fakes the ball and takes off the middle and walks in for a touchdown.
So the Penn Trafford Warriors strikes first blood, gets on the board first, finds pay dirt. 11:43 left in the second quarter. Again, here at homecoming night, they have a vibrant crowd here tonight, so they're looking, definitely to win on homecoming night. So Woodland Hills will have to play their A game here, and we want to mention that Deontay Williams was the player of the game last week too, here for the Wolverines.
So Ethan Carr, once again, goes in, a quarterback that is already signed. 7-0 lead here at Warrior Stadium. But Ethan Carr, he's one of those guys you got to keep an eye on him. He's going to make his passes, but he can beat you with his legs. Very versatile player. He's a great football player, a great athlete.
And again, you already mentioned he's the Villanova recruit. And so He's a big guy too. I believe his weight and his height, is something that needs to be recognized. He's a senior. He's 6'3", 205 pounds at the tailback spot. So he's definitely a big guy and definitely, again, a Villanova recruit. And he is the one that struck blood first here at Penn Trafford Warrior Stadium.
So one of the things we talked about earlier was the three phases of football, and we looked at both of these teams, and they're pretty evenly matched. We gave Woodland Hills the nod basically on offense because of their extra weapons that they have. Defense, we called that even, and then we gave Penn Trafford the nod on the special teams. But so far, it's been a battle, a 7-0 game. Penn Trafford is drawing first blood. We'll see how the Wolverines can respond.
So we're here at quarter number 2, 11:43. We have a 2-yard touchdown run by Penn Trafford, and the kick is off.
Short kick. It's taken up the left side by Amani Bailey. Hits a seam, and he is tackled at about the 30-yard line.
And that was number 6 for Penn Trafford, Mason Fry, in there on the tackle on special teams. So that makes it 1st and 10 for the Woodland Hills Wolverines with 11:35 left in the second quarter. The Warriors 7, Woodland Hills 0 here in Allegheny County at Penn Trafford Warrior Stadium.
So we really haven't seen any big splash plays. So I'm looking for the Wolverines to put it up here and maybe go deep and test that experienced secondary of the Warriors. Hands the ball up to Ayers Siebers. Siebels up the middle. Siebels almost hit Pater.
Again, it was a shoestring tackle. If he would have got his feet up a little bit, it might have been still running. But nevertheless, it's 2nd and 8 in there on the tackle for the Warriors. That was number 5, Cade Yacamelli.
So Yacamelli's doing everything for that team, huh? Offense, defense.
Yes, he plays a little bit of linebacker. He plays a little bit of safety as well.
Wolverines in shotgun formation, 4 wide receivers. Deontay Williams rolls out to the right, being pursued, and he looks downfield, has a receiver, and it's taken away, intended for Tariq Scipio, covered by number 11.
That was Brad Ford, senior, 6'0", 190-pound running back, quarterback in there on the D, on one of our best receivers, on one of the best receivers to Woodland Hills Wolverines, Tariq Scipio, who I like to call DeAndre Tompkins. He's a good receiver, good young man. But that was great defense by number 11, Brad Ford.
Yeah, great defense by Penn Trafford here.
Yeah, so, he was under heavy duress as he rolled out to his right.
So that brings up a 3rd down and about a yard and a half. Shotgun formation, fakes the ball, and he runs off the right side. Deontay Williams keeps the ball, gets a 1st down, moves the chains for the Wolverines.
He got 1st down yardage in there on the tackle for Penn Trafford. Chase Vacchio in there on the play. He's a senior, 12, 5'11", 190-pound wide receiver linebacker. A lot of these guys go both ways on this offense and this defense for Penn Trafford.
Yes, great guy, Chase Vecchio. That guy's very versatile too. Great contributor on offense and defense. So the Wolverines come out in 4 wide receiver set. Deontay Williams rolls right and he takes off left and he's taken down back in the backfield. And the referee calls him down on the play.
And we just spoke about that young man, number 4, Vecchio, Chase, in there on pursuit. Puts the tackle on Deontay Williams. He goes down for a big loss. That makes it 2nd and forever now for 3rd and forever for the Woodland Hills Wolverines. Great pressure as Penn Trafford comes out in a 4-4 and they disguise the blitz and they come through and burst through in there on the play.
Yep, that absolutely gives them 2nd and about 21. But if they could pick up some of it on this 1st down, I'm sure. I'm looking to see when the Wolverines are going to put some pressure on the defensive secondary of this Warrior team. So Deontay Williams is rolling out to his left, and he looks deep. He has a receiver, and he drops the ball.
Deontay Williams rolls out under heavy duress, throws the ball deep It looked like number 8 for the Woodland Hills Wolverines should have caught that ball, Keyshawn Davis, but it went through his hands. But I'm interested to see Taylon Brooks. I haven't seen him. Don't understand what's going on with the young man for the Woodland Hills Wolverines.
Yeah, I'm not sure he's being held out because I know he was in late in the game as they were winning last week, and I saw him limp off gingerly, but I didn't get a report as to his status before the game, so maybe he's just being held out to make sure he's good for the rest of the season. But nonetheless, that brings up a 3rd down and 21 for the Wolverines at their own 28-yard line, and looks like a wide receiver screen to the left side. Not well defended by Penn Trafford.
Yes, well defended. Number 76 comes up for Penn Trafford. The big man, Rob Bertram, comes in, 6'5", 300-pound D lineman. Reads the screen and makes the tackle with the host of other Penn Trafford Warriors. This makes it 4th and 16 in the second quarter with 8:43 left. Warriors 7, Wolverines 0.
So it's going to bring up a 4th down. Deontay Williams is back, quarterback for the Wolverines. He's the punter as well. So he's back, and the Warriors have 2 people back deep. Kick is up, and it's fair catch.
Deontay Williams got that ball off quickly and back deep to receive it. Number 5, Chad Yakamili. And so the Wolverines will start 1st and 10 with 8:22 left. Holding a 7-0 lead just outside the 40-yard line.
So it looks like the Warriors come out. 3 wide receiver set, little pistol formation. 8 minutes and 22 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. Handoff over the right side. Yakameli drives the legs, and he's still going. Turning the legs, and the referees let it go, and he's going to come up just short of the 1st down.
So that's 1st down, almost 1st down yardage, but make it 2nd and 1 for the Penn Trafford Wolverines. Penn Trafford Warriors, as they was tackled by a host of Wolverines.
Handoff to Yakameli over the right side, and he's dragging the Wolverines along with him.
In there on the tackle, number 42 for the Woodland Hills Wolverines. Not before Yakameli runs hard, and that is Brandon Jones. And also in there, number 18 in there on the tackle, too, as well. Michael James in there on the tackle, too. But not before he runs hard and gets the 1st down, get the line of gain. That makes it 1st and 10. Penn Trafford Warriors.
So the Warriors come out on with a 2 split wide receiver set. Shotgun formation. Motion from the left. Fakes a handoff. And it looks like a broken play, but it looks like Carr was taken down for a loss on the play.
So that was number 52 in there on the play. Savon Givner, senior 6'1", 268-pound offensive defensive lineman. He's in his defense, and he's a prowess. He's a guy that needs to step up, and have pressure, create the line of scrimmage 3 yards back in the backfield, as we say, blow things up. That's his second play that he's blown things up. We hear some commotion from the fans, something happening on the field, and so the refs have sorted it out.
Looked like it could have been a late hit, but there was no flag on the play. Brings up a 2nd down and 12. And now we have a penalty flag come out.
And the penalty is against Penn Trafford. Now the fans will really get a little loud and ousted behind that, as this is a home game for Penn Trafford Warriors.
Yeah, normally this year we've only had a couple games where we had fans, so this game is their homecoming, and I guess they decided to allow some fans in, and they are a pretty loud group here. A low snap, hands the ball off over the right side. He shakes the tackle. Yup, he's up. And the secondary. And he cuts back across the field. Breaks a couple tackles. Hey, Yakamali. Great run by that young man, showing great vision. Woodland Hills Wolverines missed a couple tackles.
Yes, the defense had it wrapped in the backfield, spun out of it, bursted over left tackle, found some running room, bobbing and weaving. Finally got tackled by number 1, Gavin Yarborough, way downfield. But now he's deep in Woodland Hills territory, probably the 17-yard line. You're ready to try to punch it in. The defense will have to stand up here for the Woodland Hills Wolverines.
Looks like they hand the ball off once again. Nobody's home. He gets down to about the 2-yard line. There was nobody even over the left side. They washed the entire left side out.
I think they might have to go back to, they're standing up with their hand up. They might have to put their hand down now. They're moving around, and they're moving around right out of the spot where he went. And so now that's first down, first and goal from the 1 for the Penn Trafford Warriors.
Carr goes over to the left side, extends the football, no signal. Looked like they mark him shy of the touchdown, so it's going to be marked inside of the 1-yard line.
Yes, his leg went down before he made it across the line for the touchdown. Yarborough was in there on the tackle, the saving tackle. So now it's second and goal from the 1 for the Penn Trafford Warriors.
So the Warriors break the huddle. Look like 2 wide receivers set. And snap is low, hand the ball off. And number 5, Kay Yakameli, gets paid off as the young man did the majority of the work on that series, getting the ball all the way downfield and gets paid her.
And he's a young man that you cannot arm tackle. I see a lot of arm tackling going on. He's running right through that. He's running hard, the young man is, for the Penn Trafford Warriors.
They have him listed at 5'11", about 190 pounds, so that's a good size for a young man. So Woodland Hills, they're in the hole early in the second quarter here, 14-0 versus Penn Trafford Warriors.
And this is Roxamore Sport. I'm Sam Timbers here with my co-host, Craig, the CT Express. Thomas, the legend, a.k.a. around these parts in Western Pennsylvania, the first running back in Woodland Hills history.
So once again, we're live here. Great night, Friday night football, and we'll be right back after a short commercial break.
This is Roxamore Sports here live at Penn Trafford Warrior Stadium, where Penn Trafford has just punched it in, and they're up 14-0 with 4:41 left in the second quarter. And Penn Trafford's about to kick the ball off, and here we go.
And the kick is a squib kick, and it's taken at about the 13-yard line. And it looks like Yarborough gets just shy of the 30, where the Wolverines will take over.
Yeah, that was Schlesser with a squib kick. Decided not to kick it high, but let it bounce down and let the players get down there. Yarborough took it. He looked like he was running a little bit lethargic. He wasn't running, a little bit, with a sense of urgency. But nevertheless, it's 1st and 10 for the Woodland Hills Wolverines. 4:35 left in the second quarter.
Yes, well, we'll have to see what adjustments will be made here at half. We'll see if the Wolverines can get a drive going, get downfield, and get back in this game. Surprising to see the Warriors with the running game. They're primarily been a passing team this year, so I'm not sure they see something that they like in that defense, the Wolverines. But handoff over the left side to Eric Siebels, and he gained about 3 yards, but brings up a second down and about 7.
And that was 27 Thomas Wilkie in there on the tackle, and also number 8, Carter Green in there on the tackle for Penn Trafford Warriors.
So Penn Trafford, they're all season, with the exception of one game, has jumped out to a big lead and coasted to win their prior games. But Deontay Williams goes down and he drops the ball, and it looks like it may be another turnover.
And as we spoke about the keys to the game, we have to eliminate the turnovers. But Deontay Williams steps up in the pocket and is met hard by a host of Penn Trafford Warriors. And in there, he fumbles the ball. And in there on the recovery for the Penn Trafford Warriors, number 17, Colin Green.
Yeah, quarterback for the Wolverines, Mr. Everything. Superman got hit with some kryptonite on that one. Dropped the ball and turned it over deep in their own territory. So defense is going to have to bow up and keep the Warriors out of the end zone here. They come out in a looks like a little confusion here, and
We have a flag on the play.
little laundry on the play. So this could be dangerous for the Wolverines. Definitely don't want to go down 21 points to this well-coached Penn Trafford team. Coach Ruane, John Ruane's a great coach in his own right. He is the winningest coach in Warrior history. He last year he got 84 wins. Right now he's sitting at 91. So he is the winningest coach in the history of the Penn Trafford Warriors. First down, hands the ball off, and he takes the ball and makes a move, and he's in for a touchdown.
Woodland Hills was putting heavy pressure. Both ends came up. It looked like the one defender was held by Woodland Hills, but we didn't get the flag. I don't know. It might look like it's coming back. Thought it was a holding on the play on the defensive end on the left side. But nevertheless, Ethan Carr looked pretty good running that ball, getting into the end zone, but that will be called back. But Woodland Hills is in dangerous territory right now. They do not want the Penn Trafford Warriors to go up 3 scores before the half.
Absolutely. We talked about it earlier in the game, not allowing Ethan Carr to hurt you with his legs. We've seen that all day so far. Ethan Carr is going. He's definitely making an impact on this game, and you see why that young man has a bright future at Villanova. So that brings first down and looks like 2 country miles.
Yeah, first and 31.
Back at the 48-yard line, low snap. Carr is out, and he's dropped at about the 44-yard line. So that's going to bring up.
That's a big loss in there on the sack for the Woodland Hills Wolverines, number 18, Michael James, a senior, 6'4", 205 pounds, tight end D-end. The D-end comes around and makes the pressure sack on Ethan Carr.
Yeah, so it looks like that could be a big, costly penalty by the Warriors. Change the field position and a sack, so it's second down and about 39-yard lines. Looks like it's a draw play, and he keeps the ball himself. He cuts up the middle, and he's taken down for a gain of about 10 yards. So it's going to be a third down and about 20. I think it's about.
That's number 12 in there on the play, Devon McClinton Jr. making the tackle. But it looks like they're trying to punch the ball out instead of making a short tackle as Ethan Carr was running. He stepped out of some shoestring tackles, and it looked like the defender was trying to punch the ball out while trying to make the tackle, too, as well.
So you can look for the Warriors. They may go deep. I haven't seen them do a little trickeration here yet, and Coach Ruane is good for that. He'll open up the playbook and go for the jugular here. So it's third down, 39, and Carr's back under pressure. He scrambles, throws the ball over the middle, and looks like it falls incomplete. So that's going to bring up a fourth down and 30 yards to go.
And Ethan Carr looks like a slippery fellow back there in the pocket. He got defenders all around him stepping through. look like they just can't get to him. He steps up. It looks like the pass was pretty good from up here. It's hard to tell. Looked like the receiver might have dropped it. I don't know if it hit his hands. Number 4, Chase Vecchio. But again, that makes it fourth and 30.
So it looks like we'll see the kicker for the Warriors for the first time tonight. Eshawn Carter back to receive for the Wolverines. So the Wolverines need a big play to get back in here with 1 minute and 56 seconds left to go. And it looks like it's off to the side, and the ball bounces at about the 24-yard line. Looks like the Wolverines are going to take over.
Are you prepared for the cold season? Have you had your furnace or system checked? Can your furnace handle another winter? Then you want to call Allegheny's Best to come to your home and services for your home needs. They do air purification, system repairs and replacements, and safety checks. Have Allegheny's Best, a fully insured and bonded company, pull up to your home by calling 412-295-0207 and ask for Anthony and use the promo code Roxamore Sports to receive a special discount on your service.
Back to live play here. 1 minute and 47 seconds left to go. The Wolverines with the ball at about the 24-yard line. Deontay Williams backs. He bobbles the ball. He takes off over the left side, and he's run out of bounds at about the 28-yard line. Pick up about 3 to 4 yards on that play.
That's number 4, Chase Vecchio in there driving Deontay Williams outside with 1:38 left. The Woodland Hills Wolverines will need a big play. They need some chunk yardage to get downfield.
Right, some splash plays as we call them. We need a splash play right now for the Wolverines. Look for their great receiver, Tariq Scipio or Armani Bailey or Eshawn Carter. Wolverines come out, trips to the right, one wide receiver left, shotgun formation. Eris Siebels flanks Deontay Williams, and he rolls out to the right. Siebels in front of him. Flag is down, and looks like one-on-one coverage here.
That's number 26, Gene Edmondson. No, correction, sorry. That's number 26, Nate Fry, in there on the defense for the Warriors. Seemed like we can't get nobody open. Seemed like Woodland Hills can't get nobody open.
So it looks like a holding call against the Wolverines is going to back them up. Going to go from a 2nd and 6 to a 2nd and 16 there. Looks like a 2nd and 20. Yeah, it looks like it's a 2nd and 20 here. That was a pretty quick holding call. He was rolling out to his right, but I'm not sure the referee called it right away. So Wolverines come out in shotgun formation. 4 wide receivers set, 3 of them to the Williams takes a shot, airing it out. Nobody there. Throws the ball to the defender. I'm not sure who he threw that to. So it looks like a big return for the Warriors, and they're in business with 1 minute and 14 seconds left.
And that's number 8, Carter Green, back deep, just playing center field. Didn't see a receiver in sight, didn't see a receiver there. Seen a bunch of Penn Trafford players there, but Deontay Williams tried to put it up to get some flash plays, try to get some chunk yardage before the half, try to get down at least, maybe get some pay dirt. But again, turnover. We have a flag on the field.
Yeah, you like to see maybe the Wolverines could go to some screen plays or some draws. If they're not able to get downfield past the defenders, maybe go to the screen plays or the draws. Look like we have a personal foul against the Wolverines. A 15-yard penalty is going to go into the end of the run. It's going to put the Warriors in excellent field position here to get another score right before half and push their lead up to 21.
Yes, we spoke about penalties. We spoke about plays that, when you shoot yourself in the foot and our TNT.
Yeah, definitely the keys to the game. Make sure that you play disciplined football, mistake-free. Turnovers are not a part of being mistake-free, and penalties definitely are not a part of it. You're going to come into this neighborhood and win against a tough team, you're going to have to play your A game.
So we have a pause in the action. We have the referees on the field doing a conference. Maybe they're speaking about the things that just took place, or maybe was that the right call that they called, or did they mark it off right? Not sure what they're talking about.
So they definitely have a conference here. So we'd like to thank you for joining us live on Roxamore Sports Network Friday night under the lights here at Warrior Stadium, Penn Trafford. This is a 5A matchup, conference, Big East Conference. This is one of those games you could look back on in the season and say this may be the turning point for one of these teams to take control of the conference.
Yes, and as we speak about the conference, we know the giant at the top of the conference was the Gateway Gators, but they haven't played in 2 weeks. They have the best player in the state in Davis, and so they haven't played. So, as them not playing, Penn Trafford can grab a hold of the conference that you spoke about with this game. And now we have another mark-off as the referees had a conference to decide how that mark-off was supposed to go. And so it moves the ball down inside the 20 at the 11-yard line. So it's 1st and 10.
Yeah, the 16-yard line. 16-yard line for
Serenity Sounds, whose services include a record studio for all the artists such as rappers, singers, podcasters, and audiobook narrators. For inquiries, email serenitysoundspittsburgh@gmail.com.
So it looks like Carr is off to the races. The right side, we have Laundry down, but Carr takes the ball down inside the 5-yard line. He's taken down at the 2-yard line, but it's maybe coming back. We have Laundry on the field.
In there on the tackle, number 13, Angelo Riddick for Woodland Hills Wolverines. But after Carr has a great run. But again, we have Laundry on the field. We have a conference in the middle of the field by the refs. I believe it's coming back. The Stevie Briston Foundation. The Stevie Briston Foundation wants to wish Raya good luck this season with the cheerleading Wolverines.
Yeah, good luck cheerleading, and good luck to the Wolverines. And Stevie Briston, we missed you, brother. Haven't seen you around these parts lately. Come on back.
So Penn Trafford comes out on the ball.
Look like Carr's in a shotgun formation, 3 wide receivers to the right. Throws a little short bubble screen, slips the tackle, and he takes off, bounce off a couple, and he's up through touchdown, Penn Trafford. That's number 11, Brad Ford. Great play. He broke a couple arm tackles to take it into Pater with 42 seconds left to go here in the first half of play.
Now, as Woodland Hills defense, as a defender, you have to realize it's a 1,001 count and then let you go. You got to feel that. So you got to know it's a screen in there on that play somewhere, something set up. Bubble screen, inside screen, tight end screen. But they came rushing the quarterback. They threw the screen to Brad Ford, and he took it in, broke some tackles, and found pay dirt.
So the extra point is up and good. So the Warriors are leading 21-0 here late in the second quarter here at Warrior Stadium. I'm Craig Thomas, along with Sam, the Lumberjack Timbers, and we'll be right back.
So this is Roxamore Sports here in the first half of Penn Trafford Stadium, where Penn Trafford Warriors are up 21-0 late with 40 seconds left. We just had the kickoff. Penn Trafford kicked off to the Woodland Hills Wolverines.
Eshawn Carter gets the ball, a little squib kick. He picks it up at about the 15, and he runs it back to about the 23-yard line where he's taken down with 35 seconds left to go. Here in the second quarter, the Wolverines found themselves in a big hole. Not impossible, but they're going to have to make some big plays to get back into the game.
Yeah, this is high school football, and you definitely can come back from down 21-0, but it'd be interesting to see the adjustments that they make in the second half as they come out. But this vaunted Penn Trafford Warriors offense is imposing its will on the Woodland Hills Wolverines, as well as its defense, too, here in Westmoreland County, Friday Night Lights in Penn Trafford.
So Deontay Williams back in shotgun formation, rolls out to his left, throws the ball deep, has a receiver. Eshawn Carter was the intended receiver, I believe, and it is taken, an interception.
That was an interception by Chad Facameli. Again, he's all over the field, this young man.
Yeah, that was a great play by Cade Yakimelli. Great play by Cade. That young man's all over.
He's all over defense and offense. It seems Woodland Hills is trying to get the big play. Was trying to get on the board. Again, we're interested to see the adjustments that they would make in the second half. So 26 seconds left before the half.
So we'll see here if John Ruane looks for more points here. And it looks like it's up the middle. And he's going to go. Ethan Carr is on his way. He's taken down at about the 4-yard line. About a 50-yard gain for Carr.
They are gashing this Woodland Hills defense. He's just a quarterback. He would design play. And with a player like Carr, it seemed like he would have a spy or two. It seemed like you would have somebody to know where he's at all times.
Yeah, absolutely. So it looks like we have a timeout on the field. Looks like the Warriors are trying to get more points here before half with 17 seconds left. They're not letting up off the gas here on the Wolverines.
And that's what they're supposed to do. I wouldn't expect nothing less from Coach John Ruane. To call the timeout, let's punch this in. No score is too big. This is high school football here in Western Pennsylvania, and so I wouldn't expect him to come off the gas. Okay, the Soul Pit magazine is a magazine that comes out quarterly. It's a great magazine that you can see local businesses, local politicians, and that you can read, that you can be informed on within the Pittsburgh area. Soul Pit Media, thesoulpit.com. Get your magazines now, the Soul Pit.
So back to live play here with 17 seconds left to go here. Westmoreland County, Penn Trafford Warrior Stadium. Mr. Carr has the keys to the car, and he's driving it. Shotgun formation. He's back to pass. It looks like he attempts a little bubble screen, but pass is incomplete.
And again, as I spoke about, the 4 defensive linemen must realize that they're being let go, and that it's a bubble screen as well. So they have to put pressure on Carr, but also have to be smart and realize that that's a screen play.
So it looks like the Warriors are second down here, and they're looking to punch it in and go up 28-0 here against the Wolverines. Friday night live here at Warrior Stadium, Westmoreland County. Battle of the Big East, top of the Big East. These teams are tied for first place in the Big East, and right now the Wolverines are being dominated by the Warriors.
And see, back in the day, this conference, the Big East, it was Central Catholic, Penn Trafford, Gateway, Woodland Hills.
Yeah.
Even Penn Hills was in it. It was the Big East Conference. So now they're trying to bring that conference back.
So it looks like a pistol formation. Hand the ball off to Yakimelli over the left side, and he spun down in the backfield. Looked like Penn Trafford takes their final timeout with 7 seconds left here.
And I was number 52 for the Woodland Hills Wolverines. Tavon Gidner, he's playing on the other side of the ball. He's playing good defense. It looks like this young man, is changing the line of scrimmage a lot. He has about 3 tackles for losses during this game, number 52 for the Woodland Hills Wolverines.
So they're going to need somebody to step up big here. I'm not sure what the Warriors have seen in the defense with the Wolverines, but the Warriors have all season have not had a great running game, but they see something different. The Wolverines have come out and they're trying to play a little bit of a different defense. They're not having their down men put their hands down like they're trying to confuse Eden Carr, and whatever they're doing to confuse him, he's not very confused.
Yes, Woodland Hills is trying to make something different, but I've always known Penn Trafford to have a running game too as well. So, like you said, maybe they see something that, a deficiency in the defense.
Over the middle, and this one airmailed, and maybe realizing nothing was there, Carr threw it away. He got rid of it and incomplete with 1 second remaining. That's good awareness by Carr.
Good awareness by Carr, as he did not have an open receiver. He didn't force the ball, throws the ball in the back of the end zone. So they bring in the field goal kicker, and it looks like the Warriors are going to try to. Looks like the Warriors are going to try to get a field goal here. Kick is down, and looks like we have a flag on the play. So it looks like it's against Woodland Hills. Make that kick a little bit shorter for the Warriors. Nonetheless, they'll have to try that kick again.
Yes, that was offsides on the Woodland Hills Wolverines. On the left side, the young man stepped across. So to make a kick.
Kick is up, and the kick is good. 25-yard field goal.
And that makes it 24-0 for Penn Trafford here at halftime at Warrior Stadium. Penn Trafford 24, the Wolverines are blanketed 0 here in the Big East Conference in the 5A matchup in the District 7 here in Westmoreland County. I'm Sam Timbers from Roxamore Sports. I'm with my co-host Craig, the CT Express Thomas, and we are going into the halftime show here at Warrior Stadium. And the halftime show, we've seen Penn Trafford impose their will on the offensive side with the vaunted offense in the running game. As you had scouted them and as you had seen them, you realize that they did a lot of passing, but they see something in the defense for the Wolverines that their running game is very powerful tonight.
Absolutely. Both of these teams come in averaging over 40 points a game, and so far what you see is the Warriors have shut the Wolverines out. Defensively, they've come out and shut Deontay Williams down. They've taken away his star receiver, Tariq Scipio, and Armani Bailey. Eshawn Carter. Taylon Brooks is out with a ankle injury, so that gives Eric Siebels the duty as running back, and he fumbled the ball. So the Wolverines are losing the turnover game. They are losing the battle so far in the trenches, as Ethan Carr has the keys to the car, and it's running pretty good for him right now.
Ethan Carr, the Villanova recruit, a great young man, 6'3", 205 pounds, and senior, and he's imposing his will every time he runs the ball. But I also like number 5, Cade
Yakimelli.
Yakimelli is definitely running hard, and so again they've seen some things. They're knifing over right guard, left guard, and they found some running room, and then it's the yards after contact
yes.
that they're getting. They're getting 4 or 5 more yards as well after contact.
Absolutely. Too many arm tackles by the Wolverines. I know they're getting hit by a barrage of misdirection and hard, stout running by the Warriors, but you have to tackle and be secure with the tackle and take them down at the point of initial contact.
Yes, and Coach John Ruane is a great coach in his own right, as we spoke about, and he wouldn't have his his team, the Penn Trafford Warriors, come out with any other way. But we're not surprised that he was calling a timeout and wanted to get back in the end zone, even get the field goal and put points on the board, which leaves us 24, Penn Trafford, Woodland Hills 0. Interested to see what the adjustments will be by Coach Tim Bostard, as they are in the locker room right now talking this thing out.
Absolutely. There are going to have to be some big adjustments in the second half by the Wolverines. One of the things I would like to see is someone have an assignment to tackle Ethan Carr on every play. As you know that he's one of their main runners, assign a person to him and assign a person to Mr. Yacomelli and just tackle both of those guys on every play when they come out in the pistol or that shotgun formation, and then play assignment football. So I'm looking forward to that. But somehow the Wolverines are going to have to generate some offense as well. They have not been able to get going on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, somehow they, they're trying to get the big splash plays, and I know we're looking for that. But maybe they could methodically work their way down the field. With passes curl to flat, going curl to flat instead of trying to or curl to flat or out, or even running a tight end screen or a screen, here and there, with number 21 Aaron Sewells running the screen with him too as well.
So yeah, we would like to see Wolverines with some screen plays, maybe some draws, get the ball out of Deontay Williams' hand, because it looks like the Warriors are content with not allowing Deontay to dictate how this game goes. So we're going to look and see what kind of adjustments will be made here in the second half. Thank you for joining us once again. Friday Night Lights here at Westmoreland, Pennsylvania, Penn Trafford, Warrior Stadium. I'm Craig Thomas along with Sam, the Lumberjack Timbers. As we are donning our pink for Breast Cancer Awareness Month, we'd like to thank you for supporting anyone who's had it, and make sure you get tested early for prevention and higher survival rate. So we'll be right back here on Roxamore Sports with more action in the second half.
Hey kid, let me tell you about the Soul Pit, and I want you to let everybody know about it. Soul Pit is what's happening in and around your city. Soul Pit is on the internet and around the globe. Soul Pit is on your block and in your car. Soul Pit is in your ear. It's in your hair. It's everywhere. Soul Pit is the latest news, hottest styles, culture, education, information, and more. It gets you ready for things to come. Hey kid, you know what the Soul Pit really is? It's a little something extra for your soul.
Hi, welcome to Fit for Boxing Club.
Here at Fit for Boxing, you'll find a fast, fun, and effective workout where you can burn up to 1,000 calories.
Come try a free class at Fit for Boxing, where beginners are always welcome. It's fun for the whole family, people of all ages. Old or young, it doesn't matter. In addition to our trainer-led workouts, we also offer private lessons, community fundraiser and team building events for local companies and more.
Hi, my name's Mario. I've been a member at Fit for Boxing for a little over a year now. If you need to get a good workout in, come to Fit for Boxing, and Rich and his staff will take care of each and every one of you.
Fit for Boxing Club is located in Hampton Township, just outside of the city of Pittsburgh on William Flynn Highway. Come learn how to box and have fun. Call Fit 4 Boxing Club at 412-213-3584 or visit our website at www.fit4boxingclub.com.
Hello, I'm Leon Roxamore, founder and CEO of Roxamore Sports, Media, and Ministries. The beginning of Grief from Home Services, it was an epiphany moment for me. I had a relative that recently passed away during this COVID-19 epidemic. I have family members up and down the East Coast, down in Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, all the way up. The funeral was here in Pittsburgh. The funeral home wouldn't let no more than 10 people in. to view the body, I said, you know what? They're not going to get an opportunity to have closure with my family member, with their family member. And so it began. I began to say, why not take what we have, what we've done with the sports network, and now open up a new department in Roxamore and make a new platform for Grief for Home Services. It's a ministry because it's service, and we are here to serve. We want to help families be able to still attend the funeral. We will go there, stream it for you, and you'll be able to watch it in real time with the loved ones who are there. Sometimes we just don't want to be alone. And we want the families who are grieving for their loved ones to know that they're not alone, that Roxamore is in this with you. I am in this with you. We stand together to help you grieve, to help you have closure, and to help support you through these difficult times until it passes. And this too shall pass. But we will be here ready to serve you, your family, and your friends. May God be with you. May God bless you and keep you during this difficult time.
Welcome back to Friday night under the lights here at Warrior Stadium in Westmoreland County. We would like to thank our major sponsor for tonight, Allegheny's Best HVAC. Are you prepared for another winter season? Have you had your furnace or system checked? Can your furnace take another winter? Then you want to call Allegheny's Best Home Services for your home service needs. They do air purification systems and repairs and replacements and safety checks. Have Allegheny's Best, a fully insured and bonded company, pull up to your home by calling 412-295-0207 and ask for Anthony and use the promo code Roxamore Sports to receive a special discount on your service. Thank you to Allegheny's Best HVAC. Be prepared for the winter. We'd also like to thank Senator Jay COSTA, the senator for the 43rd District, and he would like to wish the Wolverines good luck on a great season.
We also would like to thank Serenity Sounds. Serenity Sounds, whose services include a recording studio for all artists such as rappers, singers, podcasters, and audiobook narrators. For inquiries, email serenitysoundpittsburgh@gmail.com. We also want to thank the Stevie Briston Foundation. The Stephen Briston Foundation wants to wish Mariah good luck this season with the cheerleading her Wolverines. This is Roxamore Sports here live with our halftime show at Penn Trafford, Warrior Stadium, where Penn Trafford is up 24-0 at the halftime. I'm Sam Timmons with my co-host Craig, the CT Express Thomas, a.k.a. Sweet Feet, a legend around these parts, the first running back of Woodland Hills history. And so, Craig, in the first half, the Penn Trafford Warriors imposed their will with a ground game that we were looking about a passing game, but it was with a ground game, and everything started with Ethan Carr.
Absolutely. Ethan had the keys to the car, and he's driving it well. So he comes out and he, makes things happen with his legs, and he's doing a great job. But also he has a partner in crime there, Mr. Yakimelli, who has contributed as well on the ground game. You haven't really seen the Warriors throw the ball as, scouting them and watching film on them. You notice that they did a lot of passing, but they came in this game and with the intention of running the ball. They found something that they liked against this Wolverine defense. So we'll see what adjustments Coach Boston will do at halftime to come out and slow down, maybe give the car a flat tire.
Yeah, it's interesting to see what they do on the defensive side of the ball to slow things down. And the only time that they did pass the ball, they used their athletic ability, their aggressiveness on a screen play. And they popped a couple screens in, and that forward took one in too as well on the screen. So again, they have to keep Ethan Carr bottled up inside, Yakimelli too as well, because those guys are running hard. And again, on for the Woodland Hills side, on the offensive side of the ball, we know everything runs through Deontay Williams, but he needs some help. He's pressured. And in the passing game, like I said, maybe they go to the passing game with screenplay, right, or maybe they go to, curl the flat, not looking for the big splash plays, but let's get a methodical drive going down, and maybe they go back to the alley, because a lot of football games is won in the alley, in the C gap too as well. So maybe we can get some things happening. Again, interested to see what Tim Boston do on the offensive side of the ball, and the defense making adjustments. Have a spy on Carr. See where Yakimelli's at all times.
Absolutely.
For the second half.
Absolutely. So we're going to look to see if Deontay Williams can get this offense going. We know that Taylon Brooks is out. One of his star running backs has an ankle injury. But Eris Siebels is getting a call. And one of the things that we know that turnovers can cost you the ball game. And right now the Wolverines have turned the ball over twice deep in their own territory, and they're trailing as a result of that 24-0.
Yes, and with the turnovers, Penn Trafford has punched it in, turned them to points, via touchdowns or field goals. They turn those to points. And also, it was a lot of laundry on the field that messed up, that's messed the drives up for Woodland Hills too as well.
So far, these teams, both of them had limited practice time, so we wanted to see who would come out and impose their will and at least come out of this game healthy without any injuries. But right now, the Wolverines are being dominated by the Warriors, so we'll see what the second half brings. Once again, open up the offensive playbook. From what I saw in the scouting of the Warriors, it looks like they were weak on the edge, and the Woodland Hills could exploit the Warriors on the edge and get some things outside. So they're going to need Armani Bailey, Tariq Scipio to make some plays and get them guys at the ball in open space. 24-0 is not an insurmountable lead here in high school football, but there's going to have to be some big splash plays, which we haven't seen any of so far tonight.
Yes, and they're going to have to do it one play at a time. Mistake-free football, not no penalties, no turnovers. Play disciplined football and work their way down. At least get their first score. And it could be screen play, it could be bowl screen, quick passes. You could use quick passes as running plays. 5-yard passes, 6-yard passes, and use them as running plays too as well. But we got to get this running game going too. And Eris will get it done. Taylon Brooks is, him being out, definitely hurts the Woodland Hills Wolverines because he's a big-time player.
Absolutely. So as the Wolverines with their quest for 2020 to restore the roar, I'm Craig Thomas along with Sam, the Lumberjack Timbers. We are here, Westmoreland County, Warrior Stadium, where the Wolverines are trailing 24-0 against Penn Trafford at halftime. So we would like to give a shout out to one of our sponsors, the Soul Pit magazine. It's a quarterly magazine that comes out that tells you everything that's going on within the urban community, with the politicians, with businesses, small businesses as well. And so it's definitely a magazine that will inform you. I will tell you to pick it up in the newsstand. Soul Pit Media, the soulpit.com, a proud partner of Roxamore Sports. So we have about 3 minutes left. Looks like the teams are coming out of the locker room here. Hopefully the Wolverines will come out inspired, ready to create a spark and get back in this game with a score. As the Wolverines will come out, and I think they'll be receiving the ball here in the second half.
Yes. The Woodland Hills Wolverines, I believe, will receive the ball as we see the Penn Trafford Warriors comes out with a little pep in their step. It's his homecoming night here at Penn Trafford Warrior Stadium, and they are up 24-0 over a rival. Just came down 130. Woodland Hills is right down 130. It's not that far away, and came down and they are down 24-0. We're about to start the second half. I'm Sam Timbers with my co-host Craig Thomas. This is Roxamore Sports here live, and we'll be right back. This is Roxamore Sports back here live at Penn Trafford Warrior Stadium. We witnessed a 5A matchup in District 7 in the Big East Conference that has been restored, where Woodland Hills comes down Route 130, coming in with a 3-0 matchup against the Penn Trafford Warriors, who are 3-0. But now the score 2-0. But now the score is 24-0 at the beginning of the second half. Penn Trafford, with their vaunted offense, come with the powerful running game instead of the passing game. I'm Sam the Man Timbers, here with my co-host Craig the CT Express Thomas, a.k.a. Sweet Feet the Legend. And so it's interesting to see before the kickoff what the adjustments will be made by the Woodland Hills Wolverines.
Absolutely. So Ethan Carr, in the passing game, he had thrown a couple pick sixes in previous competitions, and tonight they just came in with the mindset and intent they're going to run the ball, and they have definitely dominated the line of scrimmage. So we're all set for kickoff in the second half, and the kick is boom deep into the end zone. The Wolverines will be coming out, start a touchback, and they'll be bringing the ball out to the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Wolverines.
Yes, he kicked that out of the end zone, so the Wolverines get it at the 20-yard line. See how they come out.
So they're going to have to score early and often, so we'll see what they come out with at halftime, what the adjustments will be.
Penn Trafford looks pretty stout up front. Number 76, Rob Bertram, 6'5", 300-pound D lineman.
So it looks like the ball is snapped, and it looks like Deontay Williams just runs off the left side and gains about 8 yards, but it looks like the center snapped the ball early on that.
It looks like there was movement with Penn Trafford sliding on the defensive line. That might have made him snap the ball, but he gained 7 yards on that play, we would say.
Yeah, it looks like 2nd down and 3 yards to go for the Wolverines. They come out in a 4 wide receiver set. Trips to your right, pistol formation. Siebels to the left, flanks, hands the ball off up the middle, and he has a hole, and he goes forward for the 1st down for a gain of about 10 yards on the play. Great run.
Penn Trafford comes out in the 4-4, which is basically the defense that everybody starts with in Western Pennsylvania football, stays in that, and Siebels bursts over left guard, finds some running room, and so Woodland Hills is looking good thus far, here on the drive. 1st and 10, Woodland Hills Wolverines.
Once again, I like to see them get on the edge and get the ball to some of their playmakers. Amani Bailey, Tariq Scipio, just in open space. Siebels again up the left side and off, breaks it back over the right for a gain of about 9 yards.
And it looked like it was some running room over there. It looked like that there wasn't nobody there in that spot for Penn Trafford. Again, as they come out in a 4-4 and staying in that defense, not switching, not moving. So Woodland Hills, he was got the 2nd and 1.
Yeah, it looks like 2nd down and 1, shotgun formation, 4 wide receiver set. Deontay Williams keeps the ball over the left side, and he's forward to inside of Warrior territory for a gain of about 7 yards and a 1st down to move the chains for the Wolverines.
Yeah, that was nice, nifty running by Deontay Williams as he was stacked up a little bit. It looked like behind the line of scrimmage, but found something, darted off the left side, found some running room. That makes it 1st and 10.
So the Wolverines break the huddle, trips to your right to the field. Shotgun formation. Deontay Williams hands the ball up middle. Siebels breaks off to the left side. Gain of about 7 yards once again.
And so the adjustments that Woodland Hills Wolverines has made, it seemed like they're finding some areas that they can find running room, and they're gashing them for 8, a methodical drive that I spoke about that they need, to get a sustainable drive, and maybe they could punch this in.
I like to see Woodland Hills pull it out and get one deep and get a little quick strike here, as they have the Wolverines coming up, the Warriors coming up, attacking the run. Hands the ball off again. It looks like a 1st down. Siebels, 1st down to about the 36-yard line.
I like the drive right here. I like this drive. Putting something together on the ground, trying to make some things happen. Trying to impose their will now on the Warriors. And so that makes it 1st down.
1st and 10, just outside of the 35-yard line for the Wolverines. Shotgun formation. 4 wide receiver set, hands the ball off over the right side, and he's stacked up for a short gain there.
I would like to see Deontay Williams pull that out. It was an RPO, so if he, see it pull it out, and then he runs the other way, because all the pressure was flowing that way to Siebels.
Yeah, so the Wolverines come out, 2nd down, 9 yards to go. So we haven't seen Deontay Williams back to pass here so far in the 2nd half. So we'll look for the Wolverines to try to get a strike to get back in this game, or to at least close down on this lead. 24-0 here at Penn Trafford. Shotgun formation. Deontay Williams rolls to his left, throws the ball high. Intended for number 3, Eshawn Carter.
In there on the defense for Penn Trafford. I believe it was number 11, Brad Ford, in there on the defense. Ball was a little high.
Yeah, so that brings up a 3rd down and 9 yards to go. So I'd like to see the Wolverines do a little crossbuck action to get the Warriors flowing, and then maybe hit them with a screen or something offside once they chase down the play, because they're pursuing and they don't have anything to keep them from pursuing right now. And it looks like we have a flag on the play. Illegal procedure against the Wolverines. That's going to back them up.
That was number 50 who moved offsides for the Woodland Hills Wolverines. Number 50, that was a false
Julian
start.
Jeffries.
Julian Jeffries lifted his hand up.
So that brings up a 3rd down and about 14 yards to go for the Wolverines. Once again, penalties are draft killers. Penalties and turnovers cost you football games.
Yes, they do.
So four wide receivers.
Take the mo out of momentum.
Absolutely. Deontay Williams is back. I mean, there's all day to throw the ball. Just up for grabs again.
That's number 6 for the interception for the Penn Trafford Warriors. Mason Fry on a 12th grade, 5'10", 185-pound corner. Gets the interception. That's a turnover on downs.
Turnover for Deontay Williams, as the secondary for the Warriors is very experienced. And that's their third turnover of the day. But you can't test that secondary. They have very experienced players, and they cover well. You got to tuck it down and get what you can get. Keep your drive alive. So looks like a fumble there. The ball was still loose there. Carr fumbled the ball on a low snap. Looked like he fell on it. It's going to be a loss of about 5 yards there, maybe 6 on the play.
And those is the plays that the Woodland Hills Wolverines need to get if they want to get back in this game. It looked like they was lethargic, busting through, coming through. It looked like they wasn't really – I might have seen 1 or 2 guys back there. But you got to get those kind of as the ball was rolling around, as Ethan Carr tried to get it, slipped off from him, and one of his players got it. You got to get those
Loose ball,
to cost the loose balls, the turnovers, to cost some offense. Get your offense on the field.
Absolutely. Looks like Ethan Carr with the draw, and he keeps it himself, and he's taken down at about the 18-yard line for a gain of about 3 yards by Eshawn Carter.
And Eshawn Carter makes that tackle.
That was a great play. We're going to see what adjustments were made by the Wolverines, Coach Bostard in the halftime, and see if they have a spy on Ethan Carter. So here we are.
So Woodland Hills doesn't have a hand down again.
Third down and 12. Carr is back deep, and he's flushed out of the pocket, and he's tripped up.
And that was a great defender come through for the Woodland Hills Wolverine with a great play. Number 43, DeMonte Gather, comes in as a senior, 6'0", 202-pound linebacker. Comes all the way around from the other side with pressure and makes the tackle for a loss.
Great play by the Wolverines. They come up with a defensive stop. Eshawn Carter back deep for the Wolverines. Only the second punt for the Warriors tonight. So we'll see if the Wolverines can get on the scoreboard here with 6 minutes and 14 seconds left to go in the third quarter, losing 24-0. It's a short kick, and it takes a Warrior bounce at about 45-yard line. And it's going to go inside the 40, down at about the 34-yard line where the Wolverines will take over at.
Special teams has to be in play in this game too as well. And you have to get up under that ball or get it or get up under call fair catch, not let it roll the way it rolled. You could have flipped field position, but now it's rolled all the way back, and so you lost the field position game in that.
Absolutely. So those are the big plays. We have the offense, the defense, and the special teams. They all have to contribute to you getting the victory. And right now the Wolverines are in a big hole, down 24 points here. Westmoreland County, Warrior Stadium, Big East matchup. Deontay Williams comes out with 4-wide receiver set, flanked by Siebels to his left, hands the ball off, and he breaks a couple tackles for a gain of about 4 yards. So, although that looks good in this progress, but that's not going to get us back into the game here.
Enter on a tackle, number 18, Cole Dora, senior, 6'1", 185-pound linebacker in there, makes the play.
Not sure if that 5 yards and a cloud of dust is going to get you back in the game if you're down by 24 points here.
Well, it seems like everything they try in the passing game, interceptions, again, the adjustments that they tried to make, they're trying to make them, and it just seems like those adjustments, are not being made. And so right now, Woodland Hills is in a hole deep, and so you have to coach. But again, as you said, when they had limited practices, these are things they probably not even worked on. In a situation like this, when you have practice, you work on being down 20, what kind of plays you run, what kind of offense you run. They probably haven't even worked on those type of things. So right now, it looks like that they are in disarray. But again, as we spoke, 24 points in the WPIL. You can't come back. We've seen it done. So they have to impose their will. They have to do the things which got them there, but they have to do that with execution.
Yeah, the last play, Deontay Williams rolled out over the left side and threw the ball, and it was tipped. And then Deontay Williams takes the ball over the left side keeper, and he is hit hard and stacked up. Going to bring up a 4th down for the Wolverines right at about the 40-yard line. So it's going to bring up a 4th down and 4 yards to go here.
That's number 17, Colin Green, in there on the tackle. He's only a 10th grader for the Penn Trafford Warriors, a 6'4", 235-pound young man. They got him listed as D and quarterback, too, as well. That might be the future guy for Penn Trafford Warriors.
Williams is back deep to punt. The punt is up high. Fair catch signal at about the 30-yard line for Yakimelli.
So Woodland Hills comes out on defense, being down 24-0 with 4:27 left in the third quarter. The defense has to make a stand, too, as well.
Yeah. Well, like we said, we just have to come out and right now the Wolverines are going to have to get some points off of defense. See if defense can spark their offense to moving the ball. So Carr comes out with a pistol formation. Looks like 2 wide receivers set. Hands the ball off to Yakimelli. And it looks like they're going to be intent with running the ball and shortening the game and try to run this clock out.
And that's number 43 for Woodland Hills Wolverines in there on the tackle. But not after Yakimelli gets great yardage. DeMonte Gaither, senior 6'0", 202-pound linebacker. But again, it seems like Penn Trafford has a pep in their step, coming up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go and imposing their will.
Absolutely. Hand the ball off to Yakimelli as he run through a couple of tackles, carrying the team down to about the 48-yard line for the first down for the Warriors.
Yes, Yakimelli just ran through the tackle, number 8, Keyshawn Davis, just ran right through the tackle. And as we say, the yardage after, after contact, they seem to be getting a lot of that each and every play.
Absolutely. With 3:35 left to go here in the third quarter, the Wolverines find themselves in a deep hole in this WPIL Big East Conference matchup. And a handoff to Yakimelli. He cuts back across the field. Defender has anger on him, pushes him out of bounds.
That was number 7, William Chamberlain, in there on the play for the Woodland Hills Wolverines, but not after Yakimelli gashes them for big yardage deep in Woodland Hills territory. The score 24, Warriors, Woodland Hills 0 with 3:19 left in the third quarter.
So the Warriors come out in pistol formation. 1 wide receiver set. Carr takes the ball with a blocker in front of him over the right side, and he's pushed out of bounds. Inside the 15-yard line, at about the 12-yard line.
Carr bursts over to the right side, finds running room. Looked like it was a little mix-up between him and the running back that was in the pistol, but ended up letting him go, follow him down. In there on the tackle, number 52 for Woodland Hills. That young man is still working hard, making tackles down the field, and Savon Givner.
Coach Ruane came out with a great game plan today and saw something against that defense, and he's been exploiting it all night. As Yakimelli goes over the left side, gets the ball down close to about the 6-yard line, about the 5-yard line.
In there on the tackle is number 2, Tariq Scipio for Woodland Hills, and a host of other players as Yakimelli finds great yardage down inside the 5-yard line. This makes it first and goal from the 4 for the Warriors. 24, Woodland Hills Wolverines, 0.
So that So it looks like a handoff here over the left side. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 1. 3rd down and 2 for the Warriors. So here with 1 minute and 53 seconds left to go in the third quarter, the Wolverines are down 24-0. Eden Carr has been the driving force, and he throws the ball wide open, fakes the ball to Yakameli, goes through, and he hands the ball off. Touchdown. Warriors up big now.
This game is being brought to you by Allegheny's Best HVAC. Are you prepared for the cold season? Have you had your furnace or system checked? Can your furnace handle another winter? Then you want to call Allegheny's Best to come to your home and services for your home needs. They do air purification, system repairs and replacements, and safety checks. Have Allegheny's Best, a fully insured and bonded company, pull up to your home by calling 412-295-0207 and ask for Anthony and use the promo code Roxamore Sports to receive a special discount on your service. That's Allegheny's Best HVAC.
So back live to the game, Yakameli with his second score of the night puts the Warriors up big, 30-0 over the Wolverines here in a Big East matchup. Live on Roxamore Sports Network, Friday night, under the lights, Western PA, WPIL, Big East Conference game. The kick is up, and it's good.
So here we are with 31 Warriors, 0 Woodland Hills Wolverines with 1:35 left in the third quarter. And again, we was looking to see what would be the adjustments. And then Woodland Hills shot themselves in the foot with some turnovers again early with the interception. And so Woodland Hills is down big. Just looking now, it's a pride game. Just looking to get on the board, score to make something happen. And so again, John Wayne and the Penn Trafford Warriors here on homecoming night are up big, 30-0.
Absolutely. So it looks like we're just about set for kickoff. As the Wolverines huddle on the sideline, and maybe they'll come up with a trick play and try to do some razzle-dazzle here on this kickoff return and get a return and get back in this game, or at least salvage some sense of pride here.
Maybe they can run a double reverse, or even fake the reverse and keep it, to do something to try to get a spark.
Yep. Thank you for joining us this chilly night here in Western Pennsylvania. WPIL football. Kick is up, and it's out of the end zone, so it's a touchback. Wolverines will start on the 20-yard line.
So 1:35 left in the third quarter. The Warriors 31, Wolverines 0. And the Wolverines come out on the ball. And again, as my co-host just alluded to, that maybe that they need have some sense of pride in this game. They are the Woodland Hills Wolverines. And so they have to, at least play and not, with lackluster being down 31-0. It's still a football game here to be played.
Absolutely. So the Wolverines come out, a 4 wide receiver set, shotgun formation, hand the ball off over the left side. Siebel's over the left side, short gain of 1 or 2. Not sure how that's going to get it done. Eris Siebels on the carry.
Eris Siebels is number 21 for the Woodland Hills Wolverines. He has to do the workload tonight. He's the guy that's trying to get it done with Taylor Brooks being out. He has to carry the load.
So once again, the Wolverines come out. Shotgun formation. Trips to the right. Deontay Williams throws the ball up again. Has a receiver open. Tariq Scipio good coverage on the play, but a ball that could have been caught and should have been caught.
That was a great coverage by I believe, the young man Ford for Penn Trafford, number 11. This Brad Ford. Nice size for a corner, but he was looking for Tariq Scipio deep. Tariq Scipio is the big time receiver for the Woodland Hills Wolverines. They're trying to get him the ball, but it was great coverage by Brad Ford.
Yeah, Tariq has been pretty quiet tonight as they covered him pretty well. So the Wolverines come out. 3rd down and 9. Trips to the right. Deontay Williams had pressure on him. Deontay Williams avoids the pressure, and he powers down exactly over the 30-yard line and will come up with the first down and move the chains for the Wolverines.
Hey, it'll be interesting to see if they can have instant replay because it looked like the Penn Trafford ball player pulled the ball out of Deontay Williams' hands before he went down. It looked like he pulled it out, but nevertheless, it's 1st and 10 for the Woodland Hills Wolverines. He got the line to gain, so that's 1st down.
Shotgun formation for the Wolverines. Throws the ball over to, looks like the receiver, Scipio, fell down. Ball was incomplete over into the flat.
And it looked like it was 3 Penn Trafford defenders in the area too as well when he fell down.
So it looks like Wolverines will not get a playoff before not sure. They do break the huddle and they're up to the line with 12 seconds left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Down 31-0. Shotgun formation. 4 wide receiver set. Hands the ball off up the middle to Eris Siebels once again.
And Eris Siebels is stacked up by number 19, Jack Jolly Jr., 6'1", 250-pound linebacker. Steps in and fields real nicely in there on the play. So that's the end of the 3rd quarter here at Penn Trafford Stadium, Warrior Stadium, where the Warriors are up big 31-0 over the Wolverines.
So once again, the Wolverines will be right back here with more action on Roxamore Sports Network.
This is Roxamore Sports here live at the beginning of the 4th quarter here in Westmoreland County at Penn Trafford Warrior Stadium, where Penn Trafford is up big on Woodland Hills Wolverines, 31-0.
Deontay Williams back to pass, rolls to his left, takes off to his right, eludes a couple of tacklers, gets the ball shy of about the 40-yard line. It's going to bring up about a 4th and 2. So Wolverines being down 31-0. I would say leave the offense out, but it looks like they're going to take them off and maybe punt the ball. Not sure.
So they're setting up to punt the ball in the 4th quarter with down 31-0. They might run a fake punt. They might do something as such. They only need, it's a long yard that they need, 4th and 2. Looks like 4th and a long yard, but they're out in punt formation, and Deontay Williams, Mr. Superman, does the punting too as well.
Absolutely. And he comes out and he punts the ball away. Looks like Yakimelli picks the ball up and he eludes a couple tacklers. He runs through a couple tackles and he gets the ball up to about the 45-yard line.
Yakimelli is tackled by number 31 and number 41 for the Woodland Hills That's Jeremy Ramsey, and number 41, Makai Palmer, are making a tackle, but not after he breaks a couple of tackles. Yards after contact, gets upfield, puts a nice field position for the Warriors. But we have laundry on the field.
And it looks like they're going to march it off against the Warriors. They're going to take them back to the ball's going to be spotted at the 25-yard line.
2 weeks when there's been COVID cases or exposure, but it looks like that might be extended potentially with Gateway because they have shut down in-person learning at the high school until next Friday.
So the Wolverines come out, defense.
For Penn Trafford.
Eden Carr back in a shotgun formation with low snap. Once again, hands the ball off, fakes it, rolls out, and he throws it to his receiver. He's hit hard, and he keeps running.
As we talk about the yards after contact, it should have been a short tackle when the guy came up, but he bounced off of that and got more yardage, made it upfield. So we need to wrap on, on the football on contact.
Absolutely. Great catch there by Mason Fry. Looks like the
It'd be interesting to know where these Fries come from. I know there's a big family of them, in the Jeanette area, and also they came out of the Braddock area too. Interested to see. I know they're twins. Interested to see who they are.
Yes. So looks like a handoff over the left side, and it looks like a good run. Coming in, running inspired, playing inspired football is number 9 for Penn Trafford.
That's Ian
DeMary. Yeah, Ian DeMary. Great run by the young man. Show a little live legs and gets the ball out over the left side. Takes the ball into Wolverine territory. Shotgun formation, handoff over the right side.
He's putting in the young guys now. The young guys is getting some playing time for Penn Trafford. That's number 26, Nate Fry.
All right, great run there by Nate Fry over that right side. So it looks like the Warriors and Coach John Ruane are intent with running the clock out, shortening the game. They have the ball off over the right side. Once again, they lose a couple tacklers.
Mary tried to get the stiff form in there on the tackle for the Woodland Hills Wolverines. That was number 72, Clarence Paulitz. Sophomore, 5'10", 234 pounds, sophomore in there for the Woodland Hills Wolverines. On his way back out on the defense. Keyshawn Carter was in there on a play too as well for the Woodland Hills Wolverines.
Right, so that could be crucial for the Warriors going forward, getting experience for some of their reserve players in for getting ready to make a push for the playoffs. And it looks like a big play in the backfield for the Wolverines.
That was number 27 for the Woodland Hills Wolverines. Dante Dutrell in there on the play, senior 6'2", 192-pound linebacker with a last name like Dutrell. That name rings bells around the Woodland Hills area.
Absolutely. Dutrell, Sanders, all those names are traditional great players come out of those families in the Woodland Hills area, along with a lot of other names that we could mention. Looks like a handoff, big hole up the middle.
That young man is running hard. The diminutive junior for Penn Trafford, number 9, in Demery, spins his way over the 25-yard line inside, about the 21.
Yeah, so it looks like Wolverines look just like a step slow today. The tackling has not been real crisp. There's been a lot of arm tackling today. I'm not sure, but they're going to have to go back to the drawing board as the meat of the schedule is coming up. They fake the ball. It looks like a pitch out to the right side. Great catch by Fry. Get the ball upfield, make about 5 yards out of nothing.
And they're on the tackle number 13, Angelo Riddick for the Woodland Hills Wolverines with the host of other Woodland Hills ball players. When the option fell short, that was a great catch as Fry. You spoke about had to reach back to grab it to make something out of nothing. Makes it 2nd and 5.
So it looks like the Warriors are pretty much intent with staying with the same formation, coming out with a pistol, handing the ball off, just looking for a hole, and they find a big hole over the right side. Get the ball. Fry takes the ball down to about the 6-yard line. So Warriors go in a hurry-up offense, hand the ball off again to Fry over that side, over the right side, and he gets the ball inside of the 5-yard line, taken down at about the 4-yard line.
That was a nice short tackle by the Woodland Hills defender number 42, Brandon Jones. Darted in there and held for the tackle. It wasn't an arm tackle, he wrapped up. With 5:43 left, the Warriors 31, Wolverines 0.
Handoff over the left side. Again, Fry tries to get to the corner, and he's taken down for a short or no gain. So the upcoming Wolverines schedule, the Wolverines have Franklin Regional next Friday at home. Then that is 10-9 at home, 10-16. They have Gateway at home, ending up 10-23 away at Latrobe. And then the
Penn Trafford Warriors has a game against the Gateway Gators, then away. Then they have a home game against Cardinalsville, and they end up 10-23 at Franklin Regional.
Are you prepared for the cold season? Have you had your furnace system checked? Can your furnace handle another winter? Then you want to call Allegheny's Best to come to your home and service your home needs. They do air purification, system repairs and replacements, and safety checks. Have Allegheny's Best, a fully insured and bonded company, pull up at your home by calling 412-295-0207 and ask for Anthony and use the promo code Roxamore Sports to receive a special discount on your service. Allegheny's Best HVAC, stay warm this winter.
This is Roxamore Sports here live at Penn Trafford Stadium when we have a player that is down on the field, or we may have a halftime. I'm a little bit confused, but I think we have a player down. And so Woodland Hills is down big 31-0 with 5:25 left in the fourth quarter. They're playing for pride now. And so hopefully that they could, they're trying to get one punched in. We hope this young man that's down on the field, we hope that everything is okay with him as well.
Yeah, our prayers go out to that young man. Both teams have come out and fought valiantly. Wolverines are on the downside of a big win by the Warriors, but they've come out and hopefully he'll be able to get up off the field and be okay, and we can get out of here with just a little pride being hurt, no injuries on either side. So we'd like to thank you for joining us on Roxamore Sports. And make sure you continue to watch Roxamore Sports for other sporting events. Upcoming soon will be the Woodland Hills girls basketball team as they come out to try to defend their title from last year. Great season from last year. Good luck, Coach Von Pitts, this year with the Lady Wolverines, as we know that they're practicing hard and getting ready for their upcoming season, which will be carried here live on Roxamore Sports Network.
Yes, we call those young ladies the cardiac kids, and they won a lot of games close, pulled out a lot of games. And so the young man is on his feet. That young man, I believe, is number 12 for the Woodland Hills Wolverines, Devon McClinton Jr. He walks off on the field, under the help of the coaches, and it's good to see him.
Yes, yes. Also, we want to take a side note just to mention, make sure you be seen, be heard. Vote November 3rd. Register at vote.org. Your vote, let your vote be your voice. So we are just about set for live action back here. And it looks like the Warriors are in shotgun formation. Carr fakes the ball, keeps the ball off the right side, and he walks in for a touchdown.
So Penn Trafford punches it in with 5:10 left as Carr, as he said, he has the keys to the car and he's driving very well. And so it looks like a Sunday drive for him now. You know, he's in cruise control. And so they just punched it in, which takes the score 37-0, with 5:06 left, deep in the fourth quarter. And the kick is up and it is good.
Kick is up and good, so it takes the lead up to 38-0. Craig Thomas and Sam, the Lumberjack Timbers, here on Roxamore Sports Network, and we'll be right back after these brief messages.
Tell you about the Soul Pit, and I want you to let everybody know about it. Soul Pit is what's happening in and around your city. Soul Pit is on the internet and around the globe. Soul Pit is on your block and in your car. Soul Pit is in your ear. It's in your hair. It's everywhere. Soul Pit is the latest news, hottest styles, culture, education, information, and more. It gets you ready for things to come. Hey kid, you know what the Soul Pit really is? It's a little something extra for your soul.
This is Roxamore Sports live here at Penn Trafford Warrior Stadium, where Penn Trafford is up big over the Woodland Hills Wolverines, 34-0 in the Big East Conference, District 7, 5A matchup here, and they having a resounding lead, and they have imposed their will offensively with the running game. They pass a little bit of screens, you know, a little bit of outs, but it's been all the running game. When Ethan Carr had the keys to the car, Chad Yacovelli, and also Mason Fry is getting in there, Nate Fry, and getting some of the young guys get some carries too as well.
Yeah, so it's been a dominant performance by these Penn Trafford Warriors. They've come out and pretty much imposed their will against the Wolverines, and Western Pennsylvania football alive and well. Great to see the guys out playing, but we're going to have to go back to the Wolverine and regroup and come out next week ready to play against Franklin Regional.
Yes, even though we still have a little bit of time left. Again, Mr. Thomas, what you just spoke about, yeah, man, we think about, packing it up, going to go regroup and see what we could do, looking forward to the next game that they may come out, a little bit better right now, because this one is out of hand, 38-0, 5:06 left in the fourth quarter.
Yes, and this shortened season, this abbreviated season due to the COVID, you can't afford to lose any games because it's going to be tough right now. Someone's going to run the table here and put themselves in a good position to go to the playoffs.
And it's a big game next week with Penn Trafford playing at Gateway. Gateway hasn't played in 2 weeks or up to 2 weeks because of their COVID-19 situations. And it'd be interesting to see what I'm hearing. They might not even be able to play that game.
Right.
This game coming up too as well.
Coach John Ruane spent a lot of time at Gateway coaching under Terry Smith, who's moved on to Penn State. He's a great coaching tree that he's left behind here for WPIL, Western Pennsylvania football. So it'll be interesting to see him go back and put his team up against the stiff test, the best player in the state of Pennsylvania for the Gateway Gators, if that game is played.
John Wade he's still a teacher at Gateway High School too as well. So he knows all those kids. He sees all those kids. So he knows how, he knows the ins and outs and intricacies, the Gateway program and the Gateway school district. Again, it'll be interesting to see if those two would play, if that game is played. We haven't seen the best player in the state play. It'll be the third week.
So that will be for the top of the Big East Conference. That whoever has that matchup, whoever wins that will be in the lead in the driver's seat for the conference. So that was a good run up the middle for the Wolverines by number 42, as we have the backups in right now.
That's number 42. He's a ninth grader, Brandon Jones.
So Brandon Jones is in, and he takes the ball up the middle, and once again he goes back to the well, and looks like the Warriors are ready for him, and they take him down with no gain. So with 3 minutes and 39 seconds left to go, the Warriors are up big against the Wolverines, 38-0. I'm Craig Thomas along with Sam the Lumberjack Timbers here, Western Pennsylvania, Friday Night Lights. Here, Westmoreland County, WPIL, Big East matchup, dominated tonight by the Warriors. Brings up a second down and 10. Looks like Deontay Williams is still in the game. Takes the ball over the right side. I'm not sure about having my star quarterback still in the game at 38-0. I might want to get some other players in and see what I have as a backup, so I don't, just in case I need them later on in the season.
Yes, at this point in the game, I will have him out of the game too as well. Let's get some young guys, get a little bit of experience, a little bit of playing time. You're down big, 38-0. So I know it's a pride game. I know you're playing for pride, but a player like him, I would have him out. I might want to have a couple of my starters out, during this game too. Taylor Brooks is out, and now you're running, Campbell a little bit. Number 21, you're running him a lot, and he might spark an injury. So, again, I know you don't want to. I know you don't want to call. I know you don't want to call it quits, but.
So we like to figure out our TNT player of the game for tonight. We have a few people we could look at, but one of the most definite, I would give it to. What do you think about Cade Yakameli and also Eden Carr? Both of these young men come out and put forth a great effort. So we'll have two players of the game, TNT player of the game for the Penn Trafford Warriors will be Cade Yakameli and Ethan Carr.
Ethan Carr.
For the Warriors as they put together a great performance, a great offensive, very dominant performance today over the Wolverines.
He's a running back corner.
So we are, looks like the Wolverines break up the middle. Brandon Jones breaks off the right side and takes the ball up into the end zone as the backups are in the game, but the Wolverines get on the board late, 38-6.
That's Brandon Jones for the Woodland Hills Wolverines, number 42. He's a ninth grader. He's a freshman, 5'6", 164-pound freshman running back. Punches it in, finds Painter, not to be denied. So we have the backups in, and so, again, they're punching it in. But I believe that's still the starting offensive line for the Woodland Hills Wolverines that the backups running behind. Now we have this female kicker that we talked about who's on the field, get ready to show her foot for Woodland Hills. This is good practice. I mean, even though we're still in the game, to see if she can put this through.
So the Wolverines are going to have to hurry to get this off. Probably should take a timeout or take the penalty. As there was some great confusion there and getting lined up because they're not accustomed to going for one extra point. They've been going for two the entire year, so it looks like they finally have secured a kicker, and they're going to attempt to do a traditional extra point.
Well, we won't say they secured a kicker. We say they got a kicker. We'll see. That's still to be determined.
So the Wolverines get on the board here late. They are down 38-6. Here at Westmoreland County at Penn Trafford. So Penn Trafford right now secures the top spot right now in this Big East Conference.
Yes, they have solidified the spot, have grabbed it with this win. They'll be 3-0.
And the snap is up over the head. Airmail the snap, and it's scooped up. Play continues. It looked like Deontay Williams grabs the ball, tries to take it up the left side, but good effort.
Deontay Williams is the holder for the kicker, too. So the ball goes over his head. Again, with 51 seconds left, Woodland Hills finally finds the end zone on a 22-yard scamper by Brandon Jones. A freshman, number 42, punches it in. And then we tried to see the kick, but the Woodland Hills have tried to secure a kicker. Ball goes over the head, and Deontay Williams is in to be the holder for the kicker with 51 seconds left in the game.
As we get close to the end of this matchup, thank you once again for joining us. Continue to wear your mask and social distance and save lives. So we are just about set for the kickoff here with 51 seconds left on the clock. Good to see you back in the saddle, sir. Good to have you back. We didn't get a great result tonight, but the Wolverines are on an upswing. They will be 3-1 after tonight's matchup. They'll have to regroup and try to get back on the winning side of things. And the Penn Trafford Warriors, the record will be moved to a 3-1. Yeah, so both teams will be 3-1 after this game. And we have an onside kick by the Wolverines taken by the Warriors.
We don't know what's going to happen with Gateway. It makes it confusing. But either one of these teams, or both these teams, they want to make sure it doesn't come down to a scenario where they are hoping that they become a lock.
Yep, so looks like we're just about at the end of this game here at homecoming. Penn Trafford is taking advantage of the Wolverines. You know, back in the day, we would be upset and angry that a team scheduled us on their homecoming because, you know, most of the time when teams schedule homecoming, they pretty much say that's going to be a sure win when they look at scheduling teams they want to play against at homecoming. So that would have just got under my skin just coming in the building to know that you scheduled my team on homecoming night. But nonetheless, tough performance by the Wolverines. First, you know, tough performance of the year. So we'll see if they can regroup and come back, take a kneel down.
And that's the victory formation for Penn Trafford Warriors. And so let the clock tick out. So we are here seeing an impressive performance by Penn Trafford here at Warrior Stadium in Westmoreland County, where both teams now have a record of 3-1. But Woodland Hills leaves out of here licking their wounds right now. And because of COVID-19, they meet at the field. And actually, they are going to touch and shake hands. Normally, everybody been just meeting at the field with about 20-yard distance and showing your helmet or saying hi. But they are going to touch each other right now here at the Penn Trafford Warrior Stadium. So Penn Trafford imposed their will here during homecoming, as my co-host just spoke about, that they scheduled Woodland Hills for the homecoming game. And at that time, you know, back in the day, you would be upset about that because normally you schedule a team that you know you can beat. So John Moraine was confident in his Warriors that they would come out here with a victory, but it was an impressive win with the score of 38-6 as Woodland Hills scored late with a 22-yard scamper by a freshman, Brandon Jones, late in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, so the Wolverines came into Warrior Stadium flying high, and they were taken down by the Warriors. Ethan Carr, he did a great job today, along with Gabe Giacomelli, who did a great job as well. Their running attack was magnificent. It overwhelmed the Wolverines. There was nothing they could do to slow down the bus. or the car. All right, so it was a tough night for the Wolverines, so they're going to regroup, go back to the Wolverina, get ready for Franklin Regional next week, and to make a stretch run in this Big East Conference.
Allegheny's best.
So, once again, thank you for joining us here on Roxamore Sports Network, live Friday night under the lights.
And this game is being brought to you by Allegheny's Best HVAC. Are you prepared for the cold season? Have you had your furnace or your system checked? Can your furnace handle another winter? Then you want to call Allegheny's Best to come to your home and services your home's needs. They do air purification, system repairs and replacements, and safety checks. Have Allegheny's Best, a fully assured and bonded company, pull up to your home by calling 412-295-0207 and ask for Anthony and use the promo code Roxamore Sports to receive a special discount on your service. That's Allegheny's Best HVAC.
Well, thank you for joining us once again Friday night under the lights. Stay tuned next week as Woodland Hills takes on Franklin Regional Friday night at 7 p.m. start. My name is Craig Thomas. Thank you from our team to yours here at Roxamore Sports. Thank you for joining us as the Wolverines fall 38-6 to the Warriors. Have a great night and be safe.